I was asked to do a reading for a friend of mine. This is a full Tree of Life reading. She is a Gemini. She's asking for advice about the direction of her life and career over the next few months. Just taking a look at the reading as a whole to see how many we have of each suit. The last card here represents the outcome of the reading. I've numbered the layout so you can see the order of how the cards are read because this is important. You can also read it straight down the middle where it's 1, 6, 9, and 10. The two bottom cards represent a summation of the present energy, and then the one to be turned over, summation of the future energy. Starting with the first card, we have a trump. This is called Lust. It represents the zodiac sign of Leo, and it is also known as Strength in other decks. It represents a desire to shine, to be seen, for change, to show your strength and power. This tells me that she is ready for something new, is looking for a new opportunity where she can really come into her full power as an individual. Next card in the number 2 position is the 6 of Wands, or Victory, which represents expansiveness. It's ruled by Jupiter in Leo. We just had the Leo card in the first one. And it's about victory after strife, generosity, openness. Basically, you are ready to take that opportunity. If you see it, you are looking for ways to broaden your horizons, expand your career opportunities. Now in position 3, we have a trump, which is Fortune, known as Wheel of Fortune in other decks. It represents total openness. It's ruled by the planet of Jupiter, which we just heard about in the previous card, which was Jupiter in Leo. So there's quite a connection here, going from the zodiac of Leo to Jupiter in Leo and now Jupiter. So this is openness. You're ready for all the opportunities that can come to you. In the 4th position, we have a Prince of Wands. Wands, as I've mentioned, represent action, fire, masculine energy. The Prince in the suits are not really great cards. They think they're kings. They think they have more power than they are. So they represent narcissism. In this case, I would say be careful what you're attracting as you're going into new opportunities. You may attract someone that is combustible, imbalanced, potentially not trustworthy. Before you jump in too fast, just take stock of what you really want to make sure you're not going down the wrong path. In the 5th position, we have interference, the 8 of Swords. In this case, it's a blockage, but it's a good one. It's your mind telling you, hold up, let me make sure that I'm going in the right direction. It also can represent some blockages that this other energy, the Prince of Wands, might be putting in your path. So I don't see it as a negative. I see it as a delay. I see it as a mental taking stock, being sure you're going in the right direction. In the 6th position, you have the 4 of Wands, which is completion. If you follow the advice, if you listen to your gut, you don't allow this disruptive person, narcissistic energy to get you off your path, you will reach a level of completion, of satisfaction, of settlement, of agreement, of going in the direction that you want, feeling satisfied with the path you're taking. With agreement or settlement in place, you're ready to move forward, and that's what you have in the 7th position, the 3 of Discs or Works. You're going to roll up your sleeves and get into it. It's about starting business or a new job or new opportunities in the physical world, money, career, stuff. It could indicate maybe looking at another property, but it really has to do with making money, so it's not just a physical move. That brings us to the Princess of Wands in the 8th position. Now, unlike the princes, the princesses have true power. They know their worth. They can follow it through. She represents the earth of fire. It's action, but it's stabilized action. You feel confident. You are self-assured. You know where you want to go. Everything is falling in place. This is a very positive result of the experiences you've had through the reading leading up to this position. For the 9th position, we have the 3 of Swords or sorrow, which on the outset can look negative, but it really isn't as much as the word may imply. It is Saturn in Libra, so it is the taskmaster, but Libra being about justice and balance. What it really means is seeing the world in a realistic way, understanding that this career path you may have embarked on isn't going to necessarily be everything you ever wanted in the world, but it's a practical decision and it's coming terms with choices that are going to lead to where you want, but may require some adjustment, some sacrifice. It's a card that rules mental energy, so it's more just about maybe it being slightly dissatisfying at times, but worth it in the long run. And now in the 10th position, which is at the bottom of the tree of life, is the 7 of discs or failure. It's Saturn in Taurus. It is doubt, it's fear of financial lack, but that's really what it is fear. This is going to be a transition. You're going into a whole new path. So there is going to be some loss associated with it, but it's more about your fear of not having everything you need. It's a fear that you need to overcome. The summation card for the present, the current state that you're in, is the Sun. It's a trump card. It represents Gemini in its beginning form. You see the twins that grow up and become lovers are just babies here. So it's the beginning of manifesting. You're going into a whole new direction. So it's super positive, but it's a huge change. You're going to be growing up in this path. So you need to recognize that there will be bumps along the way, but you're leading to a super bright future. It's a very positive summation of the present. And this last card that I turn over after I finish reading through the Tree of Life is the Hermit. It's a trump. It represents the zodiac sign of Virgo. Virgo is a great taskmaster, getting stuff done. So you are ready to move forward. But the Hermit has the light of God in this little lantern that the hounds of hell are trying to get. You are protecting your inner light, your potential, and you need to carry it through this path of fear that you're going to have. And I'll explain that in the next segment. But basically, you're going into a very positive direction. So you need to just move through the challenges of change to get there. But it's really a good card. The last part I want to talk about is another way you can read these cards is straight down the middle. It's kind of a summary of the path. So going from the 1st position, which represents strength, the 6th position, which is completion, the 9th, which is sorrow, and the 10th, which is failure. To reach the manifestation that you desire in the present, you have to go through this path. You have to use your strength to finish the stuff that you need to finish to go into your new direction. But you are going to counter self-doubt, represented by sorrow, and fear of financial loss, represented by the failure card in the 10th position. If you can master those feelings of doubt and keep pushing ahead, you are going to reach the goal that you want of manifestation in a new direction that will bring you happiness and a sense of peace. So there you have it. That's an example of a 12-card reading, a full Tree of Life reading. In a situation where I'm working with someone directly versus reading for them in their absence, I would ask them questions. We would have more guidance and explanation as we went forward. But that gives you an idea of what a reading might look like. In this particular case, it's super positive. I think my friend is going to go in the right direction that she wants to. It's going to have change, obviously, that may have some snags along the way, but in general, she is going to reach her goals. She is going to manifest this new direction that she wants to. So I'm super excited for her. All right, have a good one.